Hey, what's up? This is CJ Pierce.
It's Jasen Moreno.
We're from Drowning Pool. Get your horns up. Right here. Music redefined. Horns up. Pew, rocks.
Crucified by the fire in the devil's hands.
Quite the process, like everything with Drowning Pool or the Drama Fools with our career. I mean, we finally got the right guy, Jason Moreno. We got done with the whole singer switch thing. We had to make all the changes to get to where we are now. So,
Everybody relax. The mic stops here. It ain't going anywhere.
The mic stops here. I like that. The mic stops here.
It's mine.
Yeah, and thank you guys for taking that journey with us and sticking with us through all those changes. But hey, sometimes you gotta make those changes to improve yourself, man. We did it to better ourselves. And then our past management and label just, I don't think they completely flowed with the change of the record music business and all that stuff. So so we had the issues with that on that side that we had to deal with. The business side, which was like the third time we had to go through that situation. But you go through it, and you get through it. So I think a lot of that comes out in some of these songs, the frustration with the business.
Maybe on every song.
On just about every song. Not all of them, but yeah, man. You know, it's just a constant uphill battle. I mean, that's just life for anybody anyway, and for bands as well to stick with it. But man, we love music. We're passionate about it, and that definitely comes through on this record. It's definitely the heaviest record we've ever put out, and we're just going to keep going in that direction. The writing process, I mean, at this stage of the game, we all throw in ideas together. You know, sometimes Jay will send stuff to me, I'll send stuff to him, or Stevie send stuff to him, or you know, we just bounce ideas off each other. It's once we get in the rehearsal room that we put it together. All the way up to the last second of recording, you know, stuff is you know,
open game.
It's an open game and
fair game. There's no set.
Yeah, it's no set thing.
Formula. It's not like CJ writes all the guitar. I mean, obviously he's our guitarist, and that's his job, and he writes the majority of the guitar. But say some of us have riffs, and we'll send it to CJ, and he'll put his stank on it. Vice versa, he writes a lot of lyrics, sends them my way, and I do what I do, and even Stevie, you know. So it's very organic. It's probably the most refreshing way that I've ever written anything. Is everything is wide open, and as he said, all the way to the wire, we were perfecting it and honing it and sharpening it.
I mean, literally to the last second.
Yeah.
Like if you get up to go use the bathroom while Jay is recording his vocals, he'll come back and he'll say a word different. It's just like all I was like, you know what? I don't like what I said right there. I'm gonna change it real quick.
And we had epic arguments. It was beautiful. It was awesome.
Epic arguments, and
yeah, it was a lot of passion.
And then also you have like the the behind your back like text and stuff, like the 6th grade text. Man, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about it. How I feel about that.
But you know,
you probably like grown men and like 8-year-olds at the same time. It's fun though.
But it made for a great record, man. It really did. That's what I was talking about with epic arguments, man.
Yeah. He's a mad scientist genius. Love working with Jason. We didn't know we were going to get. We kind of went into it not completely blind. We know his work, and we wanted to sonically sound heavier, and he got it done for sure.
What a sport he
was,
man.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
He was a fun guy to work with, man. He's a crazy maniac like the rest of us. So it fit perfect, man. It was a good time. Looking forward to probably more than likely working with him again for sure.
I would love to. Maybe this time we'll send him some demos, huh?
No, I liked how we went in there just completely blind.
We both went blind. It was like we didn't send him any songs ahead of time, so he had never heard anything until we showed up.
Oh, wow.
So he was.
I think that's the only time he's experienced that.
Right.
Same thing with eOne with the record company. Like we didn't send him anything. He's like, look, we're gonna go in, we're gonna do this the way we want to do it, say what we want to say. And,
Thank you, eOne.
but it worked
For that, 'cause that's amazing. eOne really let us make the record that we wanted to make, that I've always wanted to make for sure. And without eOne's blessing, and it wouldn't have been possible. So thank you for that freedom.
Yeah, complete freedom on this record. I'm worried it's too much freedom. Did you see the picture inside yet? Like, really? Is this cool? Goat's blood?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's do this. It's freaking metal, you know, and stop everybody being all PC and stuff.
Oh,
Let's just,
yeah.
you know.
How tiring is that?
Yeah, where were that? We didn't hold back on any of that stuff. There might be some F-bombs in there for the kids. Sorry. Earmuffs.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom. I know you said it. The kid's in the back seat, and you hit the brakes. You're like, fuck, They know. My parents are completely supportive. They've always been supportive of me playing music. My father played music as well, and he's the one that turned me on to Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin at the early age. So I got their complete blessing. What about you?
Similar story. I mean, when I was maybe 5 or 6, my mom took me to my first concert. It was Eric Clapton. So she raised me on Beatles and Cream and Zeppelin, and obviously Clapton, a lot of classic rock.
Queen too, right?
Yeah, lots of Queen. So yeah, she's very proud. My father was also a musician, blues guitarist. My grandfather tuned pianos his whole life. Oh, my mom plays drums too.
I didn't know your mom played drums.
She
That's
did,
awesome.
man. Yeah, she's jazz.
I still see it every now and then.
I never wanted to be a singer. No way, man. Before I started playing, I wanted to be a lead guitarist. You know, like this.
I wanted to be a singer.
Isn't that funny?
How does this work out?
I wanted to be a lead guitarist, and then I sucked. I wasn't good enough. So and that's not a knock on bass players. Just for me personally, I wasn't good enough to play lead guitar. I got grounded. My brother left his bass guitar at the house when he moved out. So I had nothing but time, and I learned how to play bass. So then I wanted to be a bassist, but all our singers sucked. So I got that job, and here I am. So never wanted to be a singer.
I've heard that story from a few singers where it's like nobody else could sing. I just
fell into it, man. Didn't want to be though.
But now you're passionate about it, dude. Come on.
Oh, I love it now. I mean, I got the easiest gig. I just show up. These guys are lugging gear, pushing cases, and I just waltz in. And
What's up, y'all? One. Nothing wrong with me. Woo. See ya.
Drop the mic.
The ghost of forgotten fame.
Hellelujah. Celebrating metal.
All things metal.
All things metal. Celebrating. We made it to another record. Record number 6. Hellelujah.
Yeah.
We made it through this hell called life and the hell called music business.
No doubt.
So we're celebrating.
So this is
Metal.
somewhat of a miracle.
It's a miracle. Every time we make a record, it's a miracle. The fact that we're here with all the switches, business side and singer switches, and it's, you know, we could have called it songs about Satan or devil music. Well, you know, they always say you play metal, that's the devil's music, apparently. So, hallelujah to that. But we're a Christian rock band. We changed.
Surprise.
Surprise!
You
Y'all
heard it
didn't
here.
even know it.
Second.
Go from the top. I mean, Push
If
came
you
along
want.
towards the end, right? I sent that riff out, and then it came together pretty fast, I think.
If you're asking me what took the longest, man, I was a mess. We were doing
In my own way, which
12-hour days to try to get these vocals finished, man. And all these songs just feel like one big blur, man. What's the song that really kicked my ass? Snake Charmer.
yeah,
Snake Charmer, when I was trying to track Snake Charmer, Jason Suecof, that bastard, cracking the whips, man. Again. I wanted to strangle him. But, I mean, in a loving way. Can you lovingly strangle someone?
Jason, yeah.
Yeah.
it's because you kept saying shake instead of snake, right?
He said it kept sounding like steak.
Steak?
Yeah.
Steak charmer?
Steak Charmer. I was like, so he must have.
Could use that for an Outback commercial.
He must have had me sing it it feels like a million times, man. But, you know, he didn't bail on me. We were right there with it. You know, he didn't give up. So it was awesome, man. For me, at least. That's what took the longest for me.
when you finally lay it down. No, there's the songs were written. We started writing a group of them right after we did the Resilience record, because they kind of took the time to put it out. So we had a lot of dead space, if you will, after we recorded that record. And then there's a few of them we wrote out on the road. I think Meet the Bullet came together out on the road.
It was done in Boise, Idaho, in the
Was it,
Knitting
right?
Factory green room.
And then By the Blood is something we had musically from the beginning and went through a couple different lyrical changes. But we kicked out around for a while. Hell to Pay was pretty much put together. That line changed. That was one of the things at the last minute.
That was one of the last minute changes.
Last minute changes.
Hey, we're tracking this song in 10 minutes. You better come over here so we can talk about that.
And a song like My Own Way we had, and we hadn't really touched on it, but we knew it had a lot of energy to it. So that's another one that we
oh, you guys wrote.
we put that together at the
You
very,
souped that up right at the.
right at the very
right
end.
at
We
the
souped
very
it up.
end.
Another Name is one I think that was for me was like a battle, because the initial idea was there, and I just
That's another
until
one
the
you were-
last minute, it's like
he
the
was
final
still-
hour. I'm like, what do we need something to the song to give it that vibe, and it has a great vibe to it, man. It's definitely got its own unique
You were
sound to
still
it.
perfecting that after you went
After-
home.
even after the studio was done,
Suecof
yeah.
sessions were done. He
I
was
was-
at his studio.
I was still sending stuff in. I was like,
Still
it
working
needed
on it.
something, that little extra salt and pepper, and it's got it. It's great, man. Sympathy Depleted is. I'm sure we're gonna bust that out live too, man. It's got that. I like how that came out. It had 3 different vibes to it, and we had to choose one of them. Could have went 3 different ways, and I think we picked the right path on that. Stomping Ground too, man. The solo on that thing is fun, and of
Dude,
course,
wait till you guys hear his solo work on this record.
Thank you,
man. It is the best.
that's another thing. I did a lot of the solos after the fact at the house, at the home studio. We just didn't have that kind of time, and I wanted to spend a lot of time on it. So, I mean, I spent like you said, 12, 15-hour days on like
Right,
a 30-second guitar solo like a maniac. Just to, I wanted it to be right for the song. You also want it to be, it's a solo. It's just play what you feel, but at the same time, it's like, should I feel like this? How I feel today? Let me try this. Let me try that. So definitely, we all took time. We never worked hard on anything in our lives. We wanted to put out a great record. That's something you could put in. We're old school. Some of my favorite records you could put in, hit play, and just let the whole thing go. I think a lot of people are focused on the one big hit or the one big track. That's another thing we told eOne. We never picked any of these singles. It's like whatever you guys think is the single, you guys go for it. It wasn't like any of these were like the focus track or single, if you will. It's like we wanted all these songs to be cohesive and flow together. So that's one thing we definitely focused on, and we have with this record. I'm not even trying to sell myself here. I'm just telling you the truth, man.